Please. I've got a wife and kids. You don't have to do this.
So did I.
Wait.
I was knee-deep in Grandma's old pudding. That guy was knee-deep in a pile of his own blood. I was losing count of how many things I was knee-deep in. But there's one thing I'd never lose count of. My ammo. I knew there were a few guys up ahead, so I brought an extra toy for him to play with. After dealing with these guys for so long, I had a feeling that they enjoy lead sandwiches. Get ready for the show. I opened that bedroom door and that fresh breeze smacked me in the face like a wet kiss on a winter morning. So fresh I could almost remember her name. Keyword, almost. But love wasn't in the air, more so death. I heard a few guys up ahead talking about me. I've garnered quite the name around these parts, so I thought it's time to introduce myself. They look like they want an autograph.
We ain't bad guys. Just put in a bad position. Maybe his wife shouldn't have been snooping around all this Valkyrie business, and what would have happened to her probably wouldn't have happened. We gotta do what we gotta do to put food on the table. We got wife and kids to feed back home. If we gotta get our hands a little dirty, then we get our hands a little dirty. Wash them at the end of the day. Always wash them at the end. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh shit, it's the pen!
After a long night of killing, I didn't realize how tired I was. I could feel the bead of sweat dripping down the side of my face. So cold it almost turned into an icicle mid-roll. Before this night started, I was watching a lot of John Woo movies, channeling my inner Chow Yun Fat. Pulled out a couple extra mags, reloaded the pistols, and I realized my guy was waiting for me right up there. I never knew how these guys didn't hear gunshots. They must be oblivious to them. Don't be scared of someone that's scared of a gunshot. Be scared of someone that doesn't bat an eye at one. I stood up, caught my breath, and realized this was the end of the line. Going from an ex-cop to a vigilante. Never would have guessed. Kinda suits me though. Maybe I'll stick to it for a bit longer. But as of right now, it's time to close the show.
I hear you coming up here. Did you bring me my martini? Come on, Jim. Did you bring me my martini? Who the hell are you? Come on, man. I got a wife and kids. Wait. The name's Payne. Max Payne.
What's up, YouTube? It's Colin back. I don't want to take too much of you guys' time, but I had to make this YouTube video. I was chilling one night, got kind of bored. I really wanted a mobile game since I'm back to school, so I'm on the bus a lot, on the train, you know, so I needed something. And I came across Max Payne, and I was shocked when I saw Max Payne on the Google Play Store, and it cost $3. But I was like, man, I remember growing up, when I was growing up, Max Payne really scared me as a kid. I think the story was just so dark that it scared me, and the characters and stuff. But I was like, let me give it another shot. It's been like 15 years since I've tried it. I bought it, and took me, I don't know how many hours it took me, but it took me a couple days to beat it, playing about an hour a day. And man, let me tell you, I was not disappointed. This is easily one of the best mobile games that I've ever played. Easily one of the best mobile games I've ever played. And honestly, probably one of just the best games that I've ever played in general. Now I know why Max Payne is so popular. You know, it's such my style. You know, it has that John Woo feel, that Chow Yun-Fat. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the skit. Let me know what y'all thought. But it's just so my style, just the cheesy, dark grittiness with the double pistols. I just loved it. But just, you know, the story was enjoyable, but in terms of the mobile play directly, it was just so fun to play on the phone, because the gunplay was really fun. It was really easy to control, and gunplay is usually really hard and annoying on phones, but for this one, it was actually really fun. It was really easy to control while I was just playing. You know, the set piece is really fun. I'm playing on the Samsung Galaxy S21, and it loaded insanely fast, sometimes a little too fast. I couldn't even read like what chapter I was on. It was loading up so fast. But there were no glitches in it. There was nothing, and I was just completely shocked at how they had the entire game in here. I guess it just shows how powerful phones are, but man, that was just a really enjoyable game. You know, the story had me hooked the whole time. There were some levels that were really annoying, and I remember these levels from when I was a kid, and they're the levels that scared me. They were like when he has nightmares and he's in his house, and they were still kind of creepy. But there's like a blood trail that you have to walk on, and you could fall off it and die. It's just pitch black and there's just a blood trail, and that was really hard on a phone because it's hard to like walk straight and you'll fall off. But luckily the game lets you skip those missions, and I was like, yep, this game's goated. But at the same time, that was early on in the game, and as I get farther in the game, there's like a clear skill gap. I could see myself getting better at the game. I could see myself getting better at the controls. There's like parts of the game where you have to walk like on a tightrope, and if you fall off, you die. And as the game progressed, it became easier and easier. At the beginning of the game, I had to like inch forward to make sure I wasn't falling, and then by the end of the game, I was just full running across these like small barriers. My aiming was getting way better by the end of the game. It's a really fun progression, and you can see yourself getting better. It has a lot of replay value. And I guess the last thing I'd bring up is the difficulty. I played on the easiest difficulty just because there's like 4 difficulties, the first one being the easiest. First, I played on the second one, and I was just getting worked. Like, if you're worried about a challenge, don't worry about a challenge. Max Payne is a challenging game. Even on the second difficulty, I can't imagine what the difficulty is on the higher ones. But, and also the thing is, if you don't save and you die, you start back from the beginning of the chapter pretty much. And if you want a challenge, you know, you don't save, you got to make it through without dying, or else you start all the way over. And that happened to me a lot. And I even got murked a couple times on the easiest difficulty. There was still a challenge there. And overall, it was just a really fun game, and I really wanted to bring it up. I'll have some gameplay here for you to see, but man, that was just an insanely fun game. And if you're looking for a mobile game to play, if you got a couple bucks to spend, I highly recommend that you check out Max Payne Mobile, because that was a very fun game. Maybe I'll be playing the second Max Payne on YouTube. We'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to release my thoughts. It was a really enjoyable game. It's been in my head, the music, the story, everything. I'm obsessed with it. And I just wanted to let anyone know who was interested. So yeah, that's it from Kala. We out.